What is your American dream?
My American dreams at this moment, living the blissful aspect of knowing that I could be free of my detachments. If I could detach anything that is creating pain, and that this country has allowed me to become the best version of me, I think that is called the American dream for me.
The American dream too is about realization. The most important thing in my life is to find my home. I'm so grateful to be living in America, and it's such an experience for me. To connect with my soul is the way that I'm living my American dream.
Living the American dream in the wildest dream. Who would I ever thought that I was going to live in New York City, having these amazing choices and possibilities? America has been the best gift I ever had, because it has allowed me to become the best version of who I am.
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Welcome, everybody. It is November 14th, 2019, and I am joined by Yonathan, Yo-Yo Elias. My name is Spar Bernstein.
Hello.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who lives in apartment 9J, Yo-Yo.
It's me.
What's going on? You feel very strong today,
I
you were
do,
telling me.
yes. I went to the gym.
He said he had to...
They worked me out.
You said he had a sick workout today,
Yes,
right?
my friends worked me out.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the routine?
We did backs and, well, we were only supposed to do back and chest, but we ended up doing back, chest, arms, and glutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, and
my
abs.
gosh.
But we're gonna start a new workout Wednesday thing,
Wow.
even though today
That's
is
good.
Thursday. But
That's
we're
good.
gonna
I like workout Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll
and then
post
you have
it
hump
and
day
stuff.
Wednesday
Hump
after.
day, right.
That's
there you
perfect.
go.
You're ready for hump day after the workout.
There you go.
All right. Let me say hello to Dion Watson, says squad up. Marjorie Thompson, squad up. Mia Montauk, how are you? Joining us on Facebook. Marcia Marcola says squad up. Brad, Yo-Yo, and the rest of the staff. Jessica Leamy saying squad up. Patrona Collins, Linda Shaw, Melissa Edwards says squad up.
Mm-hmm.
Get an extra up for Melissa.
Oh.
Cordella Douglas, how are you? Andrea George says good night, Brad. Good night to you as well, Andrea. Dawn Harriet, I think I said already. And Kajila McKenzie says squad up, blessed love.
Yeah.
Who else we got? I said Mia Montauk. And Ja Love.
Ooh, okay.
She's I think she goes back and forth like on even days she's on Facebook.
No, she usually double
And
fist.
on odd days she's on YouTube.
She's on YouTube too.
Is she?
Yeah, she
All
usually double fists.
I'm going to double check that. Rita Ritz, squad up. Ma Dukes is watching. Lisa Bling Rose says squad up, Uncle Brad. And Dr. Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
Dr. Yo-Yo.
Dr.
Nobody
Yo.
forgot that,
They
right?
didn't.
Well,
They
I forgot about Dr.
Dr. Yo-Yo and Lady Gaga said, good, my baby boy Yo-Yo is back. Baby boy is back.
Would you rather be called Dr. Yo-Yo or Baby Boy Yo-Yo? What about Dr. Yo-Yo or Baby Boy? Either way,
just
right?
whatever tickles your fancy at the time.
Okay. Cindy Albert on YouTube, squad up. Back it up, Ricky, saying good evening, everybody. Jean Love, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Double fisting. Layla, Sindhu Davis, how are you? Andreen Spence, Baby D, 1984 with a question we'll get back to you in a little bit.
That's a good year.
Tracy Lacey, Simone Brown. And if I missed you, I'll get you tomorrow.
There you go.
Yo-Yo.
Tomorrow.
Oh, we're not here tomorrow. Oh,
Look,
yeah. Oh, by the way.
Right, you're not even.
So I'm supposed to announce that at the end.
You're right, at the end.
Well, if I didn't get you, we'll get you on Monday. We're having a 3-day weekend
Lord.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Yo-Yo.
Yes.
Baby boy.
Yes.
Let's bring us home and tell everybody what they need to do while I get ready for some schmoozing.
Absolutely. All right, everybody on Facebook and on YouTube, I need you guys to first start following the fan page. I already know. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Baby boy has no theme music.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but it's there now. All right, everybody on Facebook and on YouTube, I want you guys to please click the link that we're gonna put in the comment section right now. If you have not join the Facebook fan page of Brad Show Live, you have to do it. So it's different from the Brad Show Live that you watch this show on. This is an actual Facebook fan page. So you guys actually have to click the link, say join, and we will accept it. All right, so do that right now because you get different incentives. Everybody that does social media check-in puts their questions in the social media comments. If you don't get your answers, it's not really our fault because we tell you to do it early. But if you can't log on early, all you have to do is go to the fan page and put your question there, and that will be the first 5 questions that we ask. Now for Facebook, you've seen all that likes and loves passing by my face. That's what I want you guys to do right now. I want you guys to like, love, smiley face, sad face, wow face, whatever you're feeling about whatever we're talking about. I need you guys to show that right now. Look at that, all of that. It's just popping up. I love it. All right, and now, of course, we definitely need you guys to share. All right? Not yet. We're not subscribing yet. We're talking about Facebook.
We're subscribing still. We're already on YouTube. My show's like, move us along, move us along.
No, Facebook. We need you guys to share. All right? We always talk about watch parties at a certain time. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about sharing. So all you have to do is click that little arrow that says share, and I want you to share it to anybody's page. I want you to actually go and look for groups that you think might benefit from this. I don't want you guys to get kicked out of these groups, okay? So I want you guys to just ease into it, share to these cultural immigration groups, anything that, like I said, people that you think might get to.
Time out, I'm sorry. Marge Higgs, I didn't miss you. We love Marge Higgs. She's all upset I missed her.
We can say that. Yeah, Marge.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it was very important that I said hello to
Marge.
Marge.
I hope you're happy.
All right.
Yeah. And
Maestro, some music, please.
Messed up my flow.
Messing up the flow. There you go. Continue, please.
When it gets to me. All right, now on YouTube, what I need you guys to do first is subscribe, all right? So the little red rectangular button that you've been seeing pop up, I want you to press that, okay? Press that little button and also press the bell right next to it because it notifies you anytime we come on, all right? And also, we want you to copy the link and share it in a text message blast. Now, we also found something new.
We did?
That Brad found something new.
I didn't find it. Somebody presented it to my attention.
Okay, but you called it out.
By the name of Pizza.
Okay, but you called it out.
Yes.
Pizza found it, but Brad called it out yesterday. So what I need you guys to do is click that little share button, and it says create a post. When you create a post, it will send a blast to everybody that's probably your subscribers or like people that are following your page on YouTube. So I need you guys to do that right now. That's something new. So I want you to put a little
By the way, Dion Reed is complaining, and we have an answer for you. The show's starting later and later. We just realized we had to set our clocks back an hour. Nobody told us. We'll be on time on Monday.
We're gonna be on time?
Yes, because we were on the wrong time the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Yonathan, continue, please.
There you go. So we'll be on time, guys. All right, now, like I said, on YouTube, just create a post, and when you do, put a little description about the show. I think you guys are already, the squad. You guys are family, so you already know what to put in the description to. Whoa, that is fun.
What happened?
You popped up under my chin.
Was that Mini-Me?
Yeah.
That's
do that
Uncle
again,
Brad
actually.
Uncle Brad Mini-Me.
I was gonna pet your head, hey.
You know, he's gonna say, please, Papa, come to me, Papa. Please come to me, Papa.
Yes. All right. And also, of course, we want you to put all your comments and your questions in the comment section right now. And last but not least, give us a thumbs up.
Can you imagine if it was that, like we were living in the Benjamin Buttons movie, and Mini-Me's like an old Uncle Brad, and was born old Uncle Brad, and starts.
That would be. Yeah, that would be a good movie.
That would be a good movie.
They like it.
Yes.
That was the like button. All right, guys. Now we're gonna go on to the next segment. This is where we schmooze with Brad.
We'll schmooze when it comes to me.
I mean, I like this too. I can sit on the camera all day. Y'all, what you want to talk about? Oh, we schmoozing?
Yeah, we're schmoozing now. Now we're schmoozing. All right, so Maestro, cut. All right. Meanwhile, it was unfortunate. We woke up. We didn't wake up this morning, but late this morning here in New York, at 7:30 a.m. in California, there was another school shooting.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
In Santa Clarita, California, which is northern Los Angeles.
Oh, no.
2 students were killed, at least 4 others were injured. It was at Shorgus High School in Santa Clarita. It's about 40 miles north of Los Angeles. It is so common now, Yonathan, that you don't even know what's happening.
That
right?
I didn't even know.
Yeah. Shots rang out at 7:30 when students at the school were scheduled to be in their first period of class. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva said the department got a call about the gunfire at 7:38 in the morning. 2 minutes later, he said sheriff deputies arrived at the school, found 6 students, including the suspected shooter, already with gunshot wounds. So
the shooter got
within 120 seconds. Paramedics swarmed the campus, treating the wounded, while deputies, a SWAT team, federal officials combed nearby neighborhoods searching for a 16-year-old boy they thought had fled the campus after the shooting. After roughly an hour-long search, authorities said the suspect had been apprehended. They did not release his name because he is 16 years old. Wegner said the team was standing in the quad of the school, which is, I guess, the center of the school, when he pulled out a .45 caliber handgun from his backpack and opened fire on other students before turning the gun on himself. He is still alive, although he tried to commit suicide. 4 people from the school were transported to Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital for treatment. 2 students, a 16-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, senselessly are dead. A 15-year-old girl, a 14-year-old girl, a 14-year-old boy are being treated. The scene at the high school was obviously chaotic. Teenagers walking in a line behind armed law enforcement officials with their arms raised in the air immediately after the shooting as they evacuated the school. All of the 3,000 students will have to be interviewed by the police to determine if they witnessed anything or if perhaps there was additional help that this 16-year-old disturbed boy had. Now he was just turned 16 today. It was his 16th birthday.
This was his birthday?
This was his birthday. Now, I remember there was a school shooting. Not school shooting. There was I believe it was in Gilroy, when a man with an assault-style rifle opened at a festival, at a music festival, killing 3 people and wounding 13 others, and then died in a self-inflicted gunshot wound. That was in California on July 28th, 2019. I think at the time, not that I'm gloating by any stretch of the imagination, I said, this is not going to be the last mass shooting in the United States. But I was kind of wrong. I said for the year. I said, I bet you there's 2 or 3 more by the end of the year. But unfortunately, I was wrong in one respect. There was 2 or 3 more in a year, but literally just in California.
Wow.
In Long Beach on October 30th, 3 men were fatally shot. At least 9 other people were injured at a Halloween house party. And in Orinda, also on October 31st, 5 people were killed and several injured at a Halloween party held at a home rented through Airbnb in a San Francisco suburb. And now we have this school shooting as well. So very sad, Yonathan.
That's
very,
horrible.
Very, very sad.
That is horrible.
Now, oh boy, I'm out of order here. Where's my next card? I'm out of order. Wow. Okay. So we'll be out of order today, ladies and gentlemen. Trump said he was too busy to watch the impeachment inquiry today. Yesterday, while much of the country and people across the globe watched the opening. Trump said he was busy with the Turkish president, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Trump said, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched 1 minute. This is a shame and should not be allowed. Yet he was able to make at least 12 different tweets about it after he didn't watch it at all. He's not watching, he's working, said his White House spokesman. His press secretary said he's in the office, in meetings, he is working. However, during the press conference, although he claimed he did not watch it, Trump slipped and said, I see they're using lawyers that are television lawyers. They took some guys off of television. So apparently he was watching when he wasn't. If that is the biggest lie that Donald Trump made, so be it. Because that is not the biggest lie. Meanwhile, Chris Wallace, who was a Fox News host, he reacted to the public impeachments yesterday by calling it very damaging to the president. During a break in the proceedings yesterday, Wallace said that Trump should be worried about the testimonies of Bill Taylor, the top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine, and George Kent. Wallace said that he expected the hearings to be pretty devastating. The Fox News host explained, I think that William Taylor was a very impressive witness and was very damaging to the president. He took very copious notes at almost every conversation. That is very true, because when you watched his testimony yesterday, he had very detailed notes. I was thinking about this, that everything he did, he wrote a memorandum to his file or whatever of what was going on. Let's watch Chris Wallace. Or maybe we don't have it. We should just wait.
Okay.
Okay.
William Taylor was
I have
a
to
very
talk, Joe.
impressive witness and was very damaging to the president. He took very copious notes at almost every conversation.
So meanwhile, the Democrats, they're kind of changing their tune. They're not using quid pro quo anymore, because nobody understands what it means. And if you remember, Yonathan,
right,
people were thanking me for explaining
yes.
quid pro quo meant, and the Republicans were saying this is a big nothing. There's no crime. Quid pro quo is not a crime. So after the testimony of the two initial witnesses yesterday, what the American people heard, what anybody heard who was listening around the world, was that these government officials said, in essence, Donald Trump said to the Ukrainian government, the president of the Ukraine, as well as other officials through staff from the White House, that in order to get $400 million to protect your company, your country, from the Russians, $400 million that was already authorized by Congress, and for you to come meet me in the White House and be on the pedestal of the White House, which is an honor, to meet me, you have to publicly announce that you are making an investigation into Joe Biden and his son for fraud, theft, and interference in the 2016 election. All of that, the theft, the fraud, the interference in the 2016 election, that the Democrats, they claim that Trump wanted it to say that the Democrats orchestrated through the Ukrainian government to affect the election. All of it, not true.
Of course.
And wants the Ukrainian president to do this, to get money and a meeting with Trump. The Democrats are now calling it literally, they're calling it a bribery.
Ooh.
Because the reason they're calling it a bribery is because people understand what the word bribery means. Okay, you're bribing me.
Yeah.
Bribery is a crime.
Yes, it is.
As a matter of fact, it's in the Constitution, the word bribery. It is in the clause that allows Congress to impeach a president. Bribery. And this is a bribery.
Yes.
And I wish the Democrats had used that word from the beginning
instead of quid pro quo,
which nobody understood.
I definitely know what bribery means.
So now they're starting to use, Nancy Pelosi is getting a little smart, and I have a quote here from her. She's starting to use the word bribery. She said today at a press conference, the devastating testimony corroborated evidence of bribery uncovered in the inquiry, and that the president abused his power and violated his oath by threatening to withhold military aid in a White House meeting in exchange for an investigation into his political rival, a clear attempt by the president to give himself an advantage in the 2020 election. So now at least they're getting smart. Hopefully people will start to understand, because it's too esoteric. Esoteric meaning it's just beyond everyday comprehension what the president's doing. And the Republicans are playing into that, and they're basically saying, what did he do wrong? He had a conversation with president. They always have conversations with presidents.
What you talking about?
So he's allowed to make a foreign policy. He's allowed to do all of this. He's not allowed to bribe.
Exactly.
He's not allowed to bribe a foreign power in order to get money, in order to help him win an election. And maybe if they make it use better words, because words matter.
It does.
In what they're doing there.
It definitely does.
Meanwhile, Yonathan, I know you have a lot to say about this. What's going on with Instagram?
Oh.
One of the biggest rushes you can have on social media, which you know, is how many likes your post gets, or how many views your live video gets on Facebook or YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Don't we get a rush?
We do.
Right? How many people watch us, right? So in an attempt to clamp down on competitive pressure, Instagram, as of today, is going to hide likes from users. Now you will be able to see the likes of your particular posts, how many people liked your post. What you will not be able to see is how many people liked other people's posts. So for example, I put my picture up today. I'll see how many people liked it.
Exactly.
Yonathan puts up his picture today, and I go to Yonathan's Instagram. I have no idea how many people.
You have no idea.
They're taking that away from us.
They are. Well, if you update your app right now, that's what's happening. But this is going crazy. Everybody's talking about this. A lot of people are mad about it.
Now the idea, according to Instagram, is to depressurize Instagram, make it less competitive. They say social media companies have come under pressure to make a more proactive approach to both monitoring content on their platforms and managing screen addiction. Some users have expressed relief. I don't like it.
No.
But the changes could be a blow to smaller influencers who relied on large numbers of likes.
This is how,
this is
it's how a lot of people make money. This is their business.
So this is what is going. This is my opinion of why they are doing it. I wish I had my bullshit buzzer right now.
That's exactly what it is.
Because if I had my bullshit buzzer, it has nothing to do. They could care less about your psychological and emotional attachments to Instagram and your competitive instincts or your healthy mental mind.
They're saying they want a healthy environment for the youth.
They want you addicted to what you're watching right now.
Exactly.
We do too, but just for this hour and a half to 2 hours. But what they're doing is they're going to make people buy their analytics.
That's what it is.
I guarantee you.
No, that's exactly what it is.
It's a money grab by Mark Zuckerberg's not rich enough yet. It's a money grab by him. People are going to have to buy their you're an Instagram influencer or you're a Facebook influencer. Okay, now you want to sell, you want to do a promotion, you want to do a partnership, you want to whatever you want to do to influence to you as a businessman or as a businesswoman, to use your influence. You can't show anybody what you do unless you actually now buy your analytics.
This is the thing. You are making money. You as an influencer are making money off of Instagram, and Instagram is not making money off of you making money.
Correct.
They're pissed off at that. That's literally what it is. And the thing that's pissing me off is that you have influencers or public figures. Most of them are not happy with it, but then you'll have some that really piss me off, like Kim Kardashian, that said, she has 151 followers, 151 million followers, by the way. So she said, as far as mental health, I think that taking the likes away and taking the aspect away from Instagram would be really beneficial for people. Of course she would say that because she's already made it.
She's already made it. So she's basically agreeing with Instagram. Yeah, I agree. Get rid of my competition.
Exactly.
I don't want anyone to come near me.
That's what it is.
I don't want anyone to come near me.
Golly. Pisses me off.
Right. But meanwhile, so there's going to be other competitions. How many followers? You're still going to be able to see how many followers.
Now people are just going to buy followers. And everybody's a freaking public figure now.
It doesn't even mean anything anymore. What else is
Oy
here?
vey.
Oy vey. Meanwhile, do you know what the most immigrant-friendly city in America is?
The most immigrant-friendly
city in America.
City. Is it like somewhere in like Sweden?
You would think. Oh wow! I have a wire hanging out here. You would think. It's New York or Los Angeles or Miami.
And you're talking about in America. Oh.
Yeah.
I'd say somewhere down south.
It is Chicago. Chicago is the #1 ranked city for immigrants in America. Followed by Chula Vista, California, Jersey City, New Jersey, and then San Francisco. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, she's the mayor of Chicago, she said in a statement, "We are tremendously proud Chicago has been named the most welcoming city in America for immigrants and refugees. This ranking reflects the passionate and dedicated work of countless public officials and community members across our city who have come together to stand up and fight for the rights of our immigrant and refugee communities. Now, this was a research done by the New American Economy, which is a bipartisan research group. It was set up by Michael Bloomberg, Rupert Murdoch, and other corporate executives. They launched the New American Economy in 2010 as a coalition dedicated to reframing the immigration reform as a solution to repairing and stimulating the American economy. Now, I understand why Michael Bloomberg would do it. He's a Democrat.
Right.
He's very pro-immigration. A lot of people Democrats don't like him because they say he's not progressive enough, and especially minorities remember him from the stop and frisk.
Right. Oh,
and do not like him at
Oof.
all. Because he was the one who really, Giuliani started it, but he expanded the program.
Yeah.
And it turns out, at least according to statistics, it didn't stop. It didn't prevent any crime, and all it did was put people in jail unnecessarily. So a lot of people don't like Bloomberg for that. What I don't understand is how Rupert Murdoch is part of this group, because he owns Fox News. How is Rupert Murdoch part of this group? Now, the group's annual index, we got to look into this more.
Yes.
The group's annual index uses 51 factors to determine how well cities are creating ways to help immigrants. I got to look into that. The top 10 cities are...
I got to look into that.
I'm like, why is Rupert Murdoch part of this?
That is kind of awkward.
He ruined America.
Right.
If anybody ever ruined America, it's him. And he's not even American, he's Australian.
See, Aussies.
Maybe he's an American citizen now. He was born in Australia. But he's an immigrant. He's an immigrant himself, believe it or not. And look what he did.
That doesn't surprise me.
Right, and look what he did, right?
That doesn't surprise me.
When you think about it. Here are the top 10 cities for immigrants.
Okay.
Chicago, Illinois, 1. Chula Vista, California, 2. Jersey City, New Jersey, 3. San Francisco, California, 4. Baltimore, Maryland, 5. New York City, 6. Anaheim, California, Newark, New Jersey, and San Jose, California tied. Then Los Angeles and Portland, Oregon, Philadelphia, and finally Washington, D.C.
Awesome.
Let's see. You may remember Hurricane Dorian, right, in the Bahamas. Unfortunately, 43 people were killed in the Bahamas. They're still trying to dig themselves out.
That's so sad.
Category 5 storm. Well, apparently there was 3 cows that were swept out to sea.
Oh, wow.
By the hurricane. And it was a surprise because people thought these cows were dead. That these cows were recently spotted at the Cape Lookout National Seashore Park on the Outer Banks. The cattle are believed to have arrived at the park by swimming at least 2 miles from Cedar Island.
Oh,
who knew that they could swim?
They swam 2 miles?
Yes. The park spokesman said it's a tremendous story of how they made it. If the cows could talk, imagine the story they can tell you of enduring the rush of water. That must be incredible. The cows were part of a group of domesticated livestock that grazes on about 1,000 acres of privately owned land on Cedar Island in the Bahamas. The cows and horses on the island were swept away by a surge of water about 9 feet, but these 3 cows swam through rushing water.
Wow.
And swam about 2 miles to get to safety.
Listen, you'll do anything when you actually have to. If your life depends on it.
Yes.
But I don't know about swimming 2 miles.
And if these cows can talk.
I wonder what their story would be.
I don't know, but they'd also comment about this next one too. They'd be a big fan of Arby's. Because Arby's is now making meatless vegetable patties, hamburgers to rival plant-based meat-based vegetables. They would not like this.
I was about to say.
Actually, as I'm reading this, the cows hate this idea.
I was like, when you said Arby's?
If I was able to speak cow, I would say the cows hate this idea.
Absolutely.
They're making meat-based vegetables.
So wait, it's not. So is it like?
So you're gonna eat.
It's not like the Impossible Burger at Burger King.
No, this is the opposite.
It's an actual cow.
So instead of saying, you know what, I'm gonna eat healthy and I'm gonna have some lettuce and carrots and cucumbers, I'm going to eat meat that tastes like lettuce, cucumbers, and carrots, but it's meat, and I'm gonna drop dead of cholesterol.
Oh, hell no. So listen, that means if I was a cow, I would be eating really bad right now.
Yeah,
I mean, eating all the junk food.
In a 60-second video titled "The Merit," Arby's open with the line, "If they can make meat from veggies, we can make veggies from meat." Who's gonna eat that?
Veggies from meat?
I like plant-based burgers.
Yeah, because it's healthy cows.
Yes.
That's why I said I would be an unhealthy cow.
All right, Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias, we got to start answering some immigration questions. Before that, why don't you tell everybody it's time to start their watch party?
It is time, y'all. Where's my music?
Maestro.
Yo, it's time now. This is what you guys have all been waiting for. I know those fingers have been waiting to touch that. It's not hump day. So, yeah. So your fingers have been waiting to punch the watch party button. So all you have to do is click share, an option under it says start your watch party. You get to host a watch party, all right? I'm actually doing it right now. It says start in a group or start a watch party. It says I have 300 friends online. How many friends do you guys have online? I want you guys to put it in the comment section so I know that you guys are actually doing what I'm asking you to do, all right? So now this is what you guys have to do. Like I said, I'm gonna keep on saying it just so it can go into your head. Click share. It's the arrow that says share. 2 options down that says start a watch party. I need you guys to do that right now. You could also start a watch party in a group.
1 second. Cordella Douglas started a watch party. She's the only person that I am aware of at the moment on Facebook who has started a watch party.
I see
Marge Higgs is too busy talking about she doesn't like meat. You gotta stop talking about meat. And we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the show. And this is when you start your watch party.
All right, so do that right now. Everybody start your watch party, and I want you guys to confirm it in the comments. And remember, when you start your watch party, I want you guys to put a little description about what the show is about. You're literally the producer and host of this show. This is your show live on your page, all right? And all your friends will actually be like, dang, you're really cool because you're popping in this. And show them how much of a popping person you are and how much of a big Grad Squad member you are by bringing them back into the main page and telling them to subscribe and also to follow the page and make sure they become a Brad Squatter.
Yonathan, you know, there ain't no party like a Brad Show live party.
This is for show.
For show.
Yes. All right. And also on YouTube, you guys are not off the hook. I need you guys also to copy that link and share it. But most importantly, where you press share, it says create a post. I need you to create a post right now and tell them that we're about to start answering questions. All right. That's your version of the watch party. So remember, Facebook, start your watch party, click share, host a watch party, and YouTube, make sure you share and create a post. And last but not least,
you keep talking. I'm going to stretch for a second.
I'll stretch.
I'm stretching. Keep talking, Yonathan, while I stretch.
Okay. So
as I get a dress to stretch.
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
We're doing a lot. We're doing a lot so we can make sure that we get some viewers. All right.
We'll do anything.
Right.
Right. Since they took away our lights.
Let me just start. Look, I'm gonna start. Oh, no, hey. All right. So on YouTube, of course, we definitely need you guys to please click that thumbs up. Make that gray thumb blue. All right. We only have 40 thumbs up right now, and I want to see it go off the roof, off the record. Just go do it right now. Everybody, click the thumbs up on YouTube. All right. Now this is what you guys have all been waiting for. This is where you call in and get your answers to your immigration questions.
Hello! I guess there's no... What happened to get questions? You got questions, I got answers. Hey, Brad Squad, it's me, Brad.
Look at you in the background.
It's the ghost of Brad.
Right.
It's the ghost of Brad back there. Ooh. It's Halloween.
Look, I'm in the phone. Ooh. Hey, it's like FaceTime. Look at me. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oy vey.
Oy vey is right. All right, let's go to, all right. Take a breath. Let's go to Samina in Herndon, Virginia. Samina.
Hi,
Hi,
yes,
Samina.
sir.
How are you? Sorry about my silliness before. We're going to try to help you now.
No problem. Yes, I have a question for you. I'm a U.S. citizen, and I filed petition for my mother, and her case is NVC. And my question is regarding public charge. Like 3 months before, I was receiving food stamps, but right now I'm not receiving because I have a good job.
Yeah, I think you called the other day, didn't you? Didn't I speak with you before, or no?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. So the fact that you were on public assistance were you on public assistance, or was it for your children?
No. I'm on food stamp and my kids too, but don't have any Medicaid. But past 3 months I don't have any service. I have a good job right now, and I have good pay stuff.
So
I don't have any public assistance right now. But in the past, 3 months before, I had it.
What the law now says is that if you were on public assistance at any time in the last 3 years, it's a negative against you when your relative is going for a green card. So it will still affect. That doesn't mean you can't come in with positive things, like perhaps your mom is still of the age to get a job, and she can get a job offer to work. Or perhaps you can show that your mom is a healthy woman. Or perhaps you can show that your mom, that this would be the best, that she has a job that offers her, or a job offer that offers her as well health insurance. Or that you get a really good affidavit of support from somebody else. But if you're asking because you got off 3 months ago, perhaps under the old laws, I would have said that's okay. Under the new Trump laws, unfortunately, it's a negative, but it can be, you can turn that negative into positives with other things.
Oh, okay. Even I have my own house too. The value is $300K.
All of that's positive, but I'm telling you, it is a negative thing for a petitioner to be on any sort of public assistance within 3 years of whoever they're sponsoring applying for a green card outside of the United States, especially when you're talking about, how old's your mom?
She's 60 years old.
Okay, so hopefully she's still of the age that she can work, or she has education or experience, something to show that she's capable of working still. The biggest problems people are going to have when they sponsor their moms moving forward is, people in your situation sponsoring elderly people who can't work, who may have health issues, and who are not eligible or can't get any type of health insurance and can't get a job either. And then on top of it, you collected government assistance, need-based, because you were below the poverty level. That would be a disaster for your mom. But if we can overcome these things with other items, you should be okay. These are the new laws, unfortunately, that we're dealing with. I'm not here to tell you it's fair. I'm just here to tell you this is what it is.
Okay, even I show them my good pay stubs, offer letter, property, assets.
All of that is positive, but you also have negative things as well. They look at negative, they look at positive now. This is negative items, these are positive items. So I just told you what positive items could be. And I think for people in your situation, and I said this when they changed the rules about 3 weeks ago, I said a lot of people are going to be denied because people won't understand what to do, or they're going to submit the wrong documentation. And the sad thing is that unless you hire attorneys now, most likely a lot of your relatives are not going to get through. And it's not just here's my house, here's this. It's unfortunately a very simplistic way of looking at what is a very complex law now.
Yeah, because previously we don't know, and everybody was receiving these benefits because we don't know this rule.
And by the way, how would you know this rule? They just made this rule retroactive 3 weeks ago. So when you were getting government assistance months and months ago, how in the world would you know that this is going to affect your parents later on? You wouldn't. It's unfair.
Okay. Yeah. So I need a joint sponsor, different joint sponsor. I need to arrange.
Yes, at a minimum. At a minimum, you may want to have a consultation too, but at a minimum, you would need that. All right. Okay. So hold on one second. Let's go to Muhammad in guess where, Minneapolis. We have a huge. Mohammed, did you call yesterday?
From Minneapolis. Yes, I did.
Same person.
I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Muhammad, taking advantage. Muhammad, you're a smart guy, Muhammad, because he's taking advantage of Bradshaw Live. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna call before the show even starts. I'm getting my free stuff in every day.
Let me tell you, Muhammad, the fact that you're doing this is all good, but I need you guys to be telling your friends and family also. Do you do that?
Oh, of course, yes.
All right,
Muhammad, what's the question?
Brad, before I ask my question, can I tell a little bit what, I get the advantage from this show?
What?
I started watching on YouTube, I don't know how long ago, but my wife, she came to America 2014. Then she got 2 years conditional green card. Then 2016, we applied to remove the condition. Then we stuck over there. Then I was confused. Finally, I started going around. Then I was watching on YouTube. Then one day you interview I don't know his name, but you asked, you're talking about the mandamus stuff.
Right, Abadir.
Then, I used to have my own lawyer, but he told me he don't have a license to go to the Supreme Court. Then we find another lawyer. Finally, the case, when she applied, they said after 2 months, immigration say we didn't receive the paper of the lawsuit. Then she redo it again. Finally, they ask her, they send us intent of deny. Then we provide some document. Then finally they approve the case. So
That's
it is good to sue them because sometimes it is stuck.
I'll tell you 2 reasons why. It lights a fire under their tuchus. So they have to do something with your case, and if you're going to be denied, they're going to deny it whether you sue them or not, and if you're going to be approved, they're going to approve it whether you sue them or not. And if they're not sure which way to go, they're going to be very, very cautious in denying you because they already know that you have a lawyer that can take them right back to federal court and sue them on an APA claim if they screw up. So to me, when you sue the government, they're actually more cautious and make better, more reasoned decisions than when you don't. That's when they take advantage of you.
Okay. Brad, I think yesterday I forgot to ask you this question, so that's why I want to ask today. My mom, she write a letter for immigration. Then she want to provide DNA test for her children because she can't get the document. To prove that it is her children.
Yeah, but you're going to do the DNA through immigration. You're not going to do it independently because they're not going to accept independent.
Okay, so we have to wait until they ask?
Wait till they ask, correct.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
And then what you can do is you could even say, we're willing to do it. Please send us instructions.
So can we write a letter before,
If you have a case number, you can write them and say, yes, we realize, we don't have birth certificates and we're willing to take DNA. Please send us instructions.
Okay, so that they can reply to us, okay, do this?
They may take a look at it, they may not, but certainly it's worth a try. You have a case number, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we have a case number.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
But don't do it, but in other words, if you do it independent of immigration, they're going to just make you do it again, you're wasting your money.
No, I have to write first a letter to immigration, then I'm going to wait a reply.
And they may not even reply to you, they may just, but it's worth a try.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Andrew in Glastonbury, Connecticut. Andrew. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, Brad. I want to congratulate you guys for the wonderful work you guys did.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
Thank you. What can I do to help?
Yeah, I have a friend, he filed jointly to remove his 2-year green card.
Mm-hmm.
So that green card is pending now. However, they get divorced. So what should he do? Should he send in the divorce paper?
When you say the green card is pending, is 2-year or is 10-year?
It's 10 years.
Okay, so he got a 2-year, and then he went to remove the conditions, and now he's getting divorced. He has to write a letter to immigration, say, here's my divorce. Please convert my case to a waiver of the 2-year requirement. And yes, he has to write them, show the divorce, request the waiver, and then prove that he's divorced. Well, here's my divorce, and prove it was a real marriage.
So at that time, we prove that it's a real marriage or at the interview?
Both.
Okay.
All right, but if you need help, hold
Thank
on.
you.
Let's go to Sam in Orlando, Florida. Sam.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you. I want to thank you for letting me asking questions. I called before like a month ago, and you were really helpful.
Good.
My question is, I was diagnosed with PTSD like 2 weeks ago. I was wondering if that has any effect on my immigration status. I'm a green card holder.
No.
Nothing at all. Okay.
Nothing at all. Don't
And
worry about
one
it.
more question. If I'm applying for my citizen based on 3 years married, would that I have to have good moral character for 3 years or 5 years?
3 years.
Okay, because I'm applying on 3 years based
Yes.
on marriage, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's all my questions.
All
Thank
right.
you so much
All
for
right.
your help.
My pleasure. Good luck. Let's go to Rafia in Lanham, Maryland. Rafia.
Yes, good evening. I'm
Hi.
actually at work, so if you hear a little disturbance, don't mind it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, my kids are here now. I'm going to cut story short. I'm a green card holder. I got my 10 years. My kids came up, they got 2 years. And my lawyer sent in back my 19-year-old son green card. That was in last year, May the 24th, the card sent in, and I haven't received anything as yet. When I went on the website, it's telling me that the case is pending. I called USCIS last week, and I changed the address because I'm not living where I was, and they know of the case, and they told me that they're gonna email me and tell me the where is the case is at, but I haven't heard anything as yet. When I consult my lawyer, he's telling me that I should call and get to go down to Baltimore to the office and talk to them because the lawyer.
I'm a little lost. What you're saying? You filed for your kids. How old are your kids?
My husband, yeah.
Your husband and
15,
kids?
Yes.
Okay, where's your husband now?
He's home.
In Maryland?
Yes.
Okay, how did he come to America?
He's an American.
So who filed for who then?
My husband filed for me and my kids.
Okay.
I was here. My kids were back in Jamaica.
Okay, do you have a green card yet?
Yes, I got a 10-year in 2018 last year. Yeah, I got my green card.
And when did your husband file for your kids?
The same time. All of our papers going same time, but the kids were in Jamaica. So
did you get an I-130 approved?
Yes, everything was approved. Yes.
Okay, is the case at the National Visa Center?
All the kids, all of them get their green card, but they got 2 years, and I got 10 years.
Okay, I understand. When did they?
So
Let me ask you a question.
Back.
All right, stop. Because you were so confusing, I didn't even understand what you were saying. Now I got it. All right. So now, when your kids entered America, how long were you married when they entered the United States of America?
Over 2 years.
You were okay. So then, basically, immigration made a mistake. So all you need. Okay. So all you need to do is file an I-90 with their green cards, with proof that they entered the United States after the 2nd year anniversary of your marriage. So you show the green card, you show your marriage certificate, and you say incorrectly issued. You don't even have to pay a filing fee, and they'll issue new ones that are 10 years.
Yes, but the lawyer did that with my big son because he's 19 years old. So I sent back his because the other 2 kids, they are minors because I'm like going for my citizenship next year. So the minors are okay. But it's the 19-year-old one because you know that he's of age.
Rafia,
so,
I just told you what to do.
Yes.
And you should do it for all of them. You have just made an enormously complicated question from a very simple thing. They gave me the wrong green card. They made an error. So you file an I-90 and you correct it, and you don't even have to pay for it because it's their error.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Okay.
Don't make what is it, a mountain out of a molehill.
Okay.
You like that one, but it's true. Okay, so I mean, the way I've originally hearing it is like, we didn't get green cards, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? But really, what happened is everything was right. They wrote the wrong thing on the green card, so we corrected. It's a very simple thing. All right, and you should do it for all 3 kids, all 3.
Okay.
And you don't have to pay money for it because it's immigration's error. Just fill out the form.
Yeah.
Point out the error. Show the marriage certificate. They'll issue new green cards.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right. Hold on if you
I'm
need help.
going to do that.
Okay. Hold on if you need help.
Okay,
Now.
yeah.
Okay. Whew. Stressed out from that call.
Yeah.
And it was so simple, too. John in Baltimore.
That's why we need you.
Yeah. John, what's up?
Hey.
What's up?
I have a good question.
Yeah.
I'm an immigrant, but I'm facing shoplifting charges. And I don't know if I'm facing deportation or not.
Depends what you're found guilty of. I wouldn't know until you plead guilty to something or found innocent. If you're found innocent, obviously you're not facing anything. If you plead guilty, it depends what you plead guilty to or what you're found guilty of if you go to trial.
Okay. And
let me give you my advice. My advice is you never plead guilty unless you pass it by an immigration lawyer first.
Okay. And after that, is that like does something bad if like later on I want to marry my wife and file for citizenship or something like that?
Again, I don't know what you're going to be found guilty of. You can always get married to somebody, whether or not you get to be married to them here or in another country, whether you're eligible for citizenship, whether you can keep your green card, whether you can travel, all depends on what the final resolution of your case is, which we don't know.
Okay.
So when your criminal defense lawyer says to you, John, I think this is the best deal we can get, take it. You say, stop. Now you call us and say, this is the best deal I'm getting. What's going to happen? And then you make your decision.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Ray in Omaha, Nebraska. Ray.
Hey, Brad. How are you?
What's up?
Yes. I applied for VAWA, and I got my prima facie on April. But my spouse was a green card holder. So my question is, when they approve the case, what's going to be my priority date? Is going to be the day that I got the notice, the receipt, or the day they approve
the day the VAWA was filed. And I assume that the priority dates will be current because your VAWA is taking at least 18 months.
Yeah, I saw that. But
you should be eligible to adjust your status once your VAWA gets approved, is the answer.
All right. Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, I think that's what you were getting at. Let's go to Ali in San Diego, California. Ali.
Hello. My name is Ali. I have actually 2 questions. The first one is my case going to be affected if I move from California to Florida while it's pending?
Yes, because they got to transfer the file from California to Florida.
So is it like it's going to be taking longer?
Yeah, it'll delay it.
Oh, shit. Okay. And my second question is, so I submitted copies of checks and stuff to prove my bona fide marriage.
Right.
And those checks were actually made to me and my husband. And the immigration thought that it was checks for them. So they sent me a notice of rejection. But the notice of rejection didn't have any case number. And when I look up my case, it's still the same, so it's not rejected.
Yeah, well, exactly. If they didn't cash your checks, then they never accepted your case. So you got to file again. You have no case pending yet.
Oh, well, no, that's not the case, because they actually cashed my check.
Oh, so then what's the problem?
And they actually returned copies of checks that were supposed to be proofs of bona fide marriage, such as check from the escrow company and whatnot.
So you sent them original checks. They didn't know why you had them. They just hold it as evidence for your interview.
Okay,
All
cool,
right?
thanks.
Okay, all right. They said, oh, we have these checks. Why do we have them? These are extra checks that you don't need to pay. Send them back. They didn't realize it was done as evidence. That's why some people ask, why you do a cover letter. You explain why you're submitting different things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because all they're saying is they see these checks.
That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
What do I got here? We're going to get back to answer some more immigration questions in about 2 minutes, so please don't go anywhere. But in the meantime, I want to introduce you to Sarah. She felt like she was drowning in immigration issues before she met us here at Spar Bernstein, and we kind of gave her a life raft. And once the date for her citizenship ceremony was set, she invited us to come along. Let's watch.
My name's Joseph.
My name's Sarah.
Thanks to the law firm of Spar Bernstein, we are here today so that we can go through my wife's citizenship ceremony to become an American citizen.
I'm so excited. I'm from original country, Jordan. I came to America 2004. In the beginning of my process, the problem threw me in an ocean.
I knew when those letters started showing up, we needed a lawyer. When they say remove, that means we're taking you out. It affected us both deeply. My wife later on saw a commercial for the firm of Spar Bernstein. And I said, what have we got to lose?
Bernstein, he helps me a lot. I recommended everyone. They're not a business, they are family. They care about you, they care about your case, they care about your problem. They don't leave you until when your problem solved.
4 years later, the nightmare we were going through at the time is now over.
I will recommend it, Spar Bernstein, for everybody. When I was a teenager, I have a dream, to come to United States, and this dream grow with me. And one day my mother, when she passed away, she said, it's your dream will become truth one day. It's her spirit. I felt she's around me. I can live my dream in a great country without any interruption. A freedom to do anything you want. Like me, I got my medical license and I'm working. This is America, a great country.
Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. All right, Mansour in Malvern, Arkansas, maybe?
Hello, yes, sir.
How are you?
Malvern, Arkansas.
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, thank you. First, want to tell you thank you very much for this show. You helped me a lot.
My pleasure.
My issue is my kids got approved. I applied for my wife and kids in 2016. I was living at that time in New York City. Mm-hmm. Then I moved to Malvern, Arkansas. I wish I'd known you about your office before that. But anyway, my case got approved on the 29th of October, and they told me they were going to transfer to the State Department. My wife is a Yemeni citizen, which is part of the travel ban.
Right.
My question is, what can I do to help them when they get to the embassy not to be under the ban? What should I do here? I own my own house. I own my own business. No criminal record. No.
Yeah, you're going to need the help of a lawyer. I don't have the answer off the top of your head. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth, what they're doing with the travel ban countries at the moment. We would have to look and see how they're dealing with them. I really don't know that answer off the top of my head, but we're going to have to figure out how to do it because we don't have a lot of clients from the travel ban country, so I don't see that a lot. So we'll have to see how we're going to handle that. So hold on 1 second, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Ricardo in Branson, Missouri. Ricardo.
Yes, Brad.
What's up?
Yeah, my question is, I had a consultation with you before.
Right.
But then I forgot. There's a few questions that I didn't get to ask you, so
you
I
want to have a second consultation now?
take advantage of this.
Why not?
I explained my situation to you, and you said I can file a VAWA case.
Right.
But then she's been saying she wants a divorce, right?
Uh-huh.
And when she said she wanted a divorce, she told me on the phone with my mom hearing her, and she didn't know that I should have fun running from the cops when she get the divorce. So should I file that divorce, sign that divorce paper? And I want to leave, but I'm scared to leave here.
Okay, so the answer is you can still file a VAWA if you're going through a divorce, and you can file a VAWA after you're divorced up to 2 years after your divorce. So to me, if you're in an abusive relationship, it would be scarier to be there than not be there. I would leave with proof and evidence that you need to file your VAWA. And once you leave, you don't need this woman. Get divorced. What do you care?
I don't know what, like, that's the thing. Like, what documents do I need to grab before I leave? Because my mom...
Proof it's a real marriage. Proof if there's any abuse.
Because I do have a case going on right now. She had filed for me, right?
Ricardo. I can't do a full consultation with you. Okay? I mean, there's other people who are on hold. I'm happy to have a second consultation with you. Okay? And sit down with you and give you my full attention.
I would, but I'm kind of out of money right now.
The answer is this. You move out with all the financial documentation, because you won't be allowed back in the house, with proof that you and her were living together. You also move out with any photos you have of her and you together. You move out with anything with her name and your name on it to prove you were living together. If there's any evidence of abuse, you leave with that as well.
It's not physical. It's
so then your abuse is going to be emotional, extreme emotional abuse. That's going to be your testimony and the testimony of medical providers and psychologists and psychiatrists and social workers and pastors and other people who are helping you through this. But what you need to do is leave with your belongings and proof that you and her, you're never going to be able to come back again. So that's what you do. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Let's go to Maya in Bloomington, Minnesota. Maya.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing quite fine. I have a quick question for you, Brad.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm in a relationship with this guy right now, but he want to sponsor me so I can get my green card. The only problem is that he hasn't filed taxes in 3 years. What can we do?
File back taxes if he's worked and hasn't filed them. Get married and let him file for you.
I didn't hear that. Repeat for me.
Maybe it was because I had something stuck in my throat. Let him file back 3 years taxes. If he worked and didn't pay taxes, let him file his taxes. Get married, let him file for you. And if he didn't earn enough money, then get a second affidavit of support from somebody else. If he can't afford to pay his taxes, let him see Carmela in my office and she can do some sort of tax debt relief application for him.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Let's go to Karen in Baltimore, Maryland. Karen.
Hello, Brad. How you doing?
How you doing?
My question is for a friend. She's been diagnosed with HIV for the past 10 years, and she's been using the ADAP. And she would like to know if she applied for adjustment of status, how is it going to affect her?
What is ADAP?
The AIDS drug assistance program.
Okay. Who provides the money for that?
Who provide the money for it?
Yeah. Do you know how that's financed, this AIDS program? I'm not familiar with it, so I'm asking. I don't know.
It's a program that pays for her medicine.
I understand that, but I don't know where that money is. Is it a non-for-profit organization? Is it the state? Is it the city? Is it the federal government? I'm not familiar with the. Okay, so the state's providing it. Now, does the state provide it to everybody equally, or only to people who are below the poverty level?
Below the poverty level.
So if you above the poverty level, they won't give you free access to AIDS medication?
I mean, they give her the medication. She's below the poverty level.
All right, so
below.
Karen, so this is okay. you're asking, those are two different things. One, being below the poverty level is one issue. Is this program a need-based government assistance? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the program. It's a need-based government assistance, not because she needs it because she has HIV. It's a need-based government assistance program if they only provide it to people who are below the poverty level. But if you're above the poverty level, you don't get it. So
okay.
I don't know enough about that program to say whether it would affect it or not. I'm just not familiar with it. What she can do is look into that and then come back with those answers, and then I can tell you, what problems there are, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's go to Elizabeth in Brooklyn.
Hello, Brad. Good night.
Good night. What's going on?
Yes, yes. I have some questions for you, please. All right. First and foremost, my husband born in Brooklyn here. Okay. He's getting food stamps. He filing for me. Is it gonna affect the immigration status, like for me to get?
Sure. Let him get off the food stamps. It's not fatal when you're filing an adjustment, but let him get off it. It would be fatal if you were in another country. But right now, adjusting here, just let him get off it and figure out a way to feed himself without it if he wants to sponsor you.
All right. All right. Okay. And yes. And next question, please, ask me. And when I put in when he sent in the paper for me, they said I got to wait for the interview before I get my work permit?
No, you'll get a work permit. No, you'll get a work permit in about 6 months if you did everything right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And it won't take a long from the work permit to get a green card, right?
I hope not. You never know, but I hope not.
Okay, but he got to come up with the food stamp, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Brad.
You're very welcome.
And have a nice night.
You too.
Squat up.
Thank you. Squat up. There she knows. She knows what to say. Squat up. So, Yonathan.
Yes, sir.
In this clip of Abadir sues the government. Sues the government. I discussed delayed asylum.
Okay.
Thought I was going to say something else. I discussed delayed asylum cases and mandamus and APA claims with immigration attorney Abadir Barre, who explained why these suits are so important. Let's take a look. This show, Abadir, on a regular basis, almost daily, we will get a call or a social media question.
Yes.
I filed for asylum 3 years ago. When will I get my interview? I filed for asylum 5 years ago. I still haven't gotten an interview. 7 years ago. And the only thing I can do is look into my magic 8 ball because I have no idea when you're going to get it.
Yeah.
I know one guy who's waiting 10 years.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Your life's in limbo, Abadir. Tell me what you do.
You have to file a lawsuit. As Brad said before, there was processing times. There was an order to things with the Obama administration, the Bush administration. People would file for their asylums, and you could check and say, okay, the wait time for interviews is 1.5 years or 2 years. But now somebody will call, and you can't even tell them anything because he's turned the process on its head. So the only thing you could do is file a lawsuit and challenge the regulation.
Now, in our last episode of Abadir Sues the Government, we talked about pending I-130 visa petitions, people who have had visa petitions pending for a long time.
Right.
And you said file a mandamus, which is force the government to make a decision.
Yes.
In this particular case, are you also filing a mandamus?
Correct. Yes.
It is the same exact thing.
Same suit. It's the same suit, but has an additional claim to it, which is an APA claim, which is Administrative Procedures Act. So that Administrative Procedures Act is a federal statute that mandates all agencies, not just USCIS, but all agencies to follow the regulations and procedures.
So let's start with mandamus, because when you file a lawsuit against the government, a mandamus says it's a federal judge saying to the Immigration Service, make a decision, thumbs up, thumbs down on this case.
Correct.
Okay.
Specifically, it's exactly that, but specifically, a mandamus is an act, and the act is an order from a superior court to an inferior court or agency here, mandating them to fulfill their legal duty specifically.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Now the APA claim. So you're saying in a mandamus, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yes.
Okay. That's layman's terms.
Yes. Right.
Okay. And in the APA claim, which is the Administrative Procedures Act, you say you got to follow your own rules. You can't.
Yes.
You can't make up rules.
Right.
And then not follow them.
Yes.
Okay. What do you say to somebody? Because this is what's on everybody's minds. It's great.
Yes.
My case is pending a long time. Let's go sue the government. And I say, what are you, out of your mind? I'm not going to go sue the government. They're going to come and deport me. They're going to come and arrest me. Or they're going to screw my case over. What do you say about that?
Actually, what happens more is instead of them being mad at you, it's them putting them on the hot seat and forcing them to properly adjudicate your
application. Because in essence, they now know that you have an attorney that will have a federal judge review everything they do.
Yes.
Including delaying your case.
Yes.
And if they screw with you again, they know they're going back into federal court again.
Correct.
Because they've screwed your case a second time. And a third time.
Right.
So as a matter of fact, my answer to most people is it's the opposite.
Right.
Okay? If you go sue the government, they're not going to screw you over. They're going to do everything by the book.
Yes.
They're not going to make one mistake because they know they're going to get their asses dragged right back into court again.
Yep.
And they don't want that.
No.
We have some social media check-in.
We sure do.
Wait. We have a card somewhere.
It's
Michael,
coming.
Maestro, social media check-in. There we go.
All right. Our first one comes from Romar saying, can I apply for a Q1 visa after I'm finished with my J1 internship contract?
Yes.
Okay. And next one comes from Oyewale saying, can I divorce my wife before filing the N-400? We have been living separate for 3 years.
But you just can't become a citizen until after you've had a green card for 5.
Okay. Afnan saying, what is CSPA?
Child Status Protection Act.
And how can we calculate the age?
It depends on, every case is different. So if it's based on an I-130, it's generally people want to know, I have an I-130 filed, my kid's about to turn 21, is he going to age, is he or she going to age out? And you add the time it takes the I-130 to get approved. So if it took 2 years for the I-130 to get approved, you add that onto the kid's 21st birthday. Now it's still 23 to get a green card as long as you apply for that green card within 1 year of being able to do so.
Okay. Next one comes from Ann E. saying, my notice of receipt of marriage-based GC application made in October came yesterday, but it was only 2 letters for me and none for my husband. What's the implication of this and what do we do about it?
What do you mean only 2 letters for me and none for my husband?
So I guess they got, she's the only one who got a letter for the receipt of marriage based on the green card application.
But there's only one person who's getting a green card. I assume the husband was the petitioner.
So my notice of receipt of marriage based on green card application.
Okay, your husband filed for you. You get 1 receipt for the marriage. You're not.
And why did it say 2 letters for me and none for my husband?
I don't understand the question.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying I don't understand
Yeah,
what
I
you're
didn't
saying.
understand either. Okay. Kenson saying, I filed an I-130 for my wife and daughter in May 21st, 2019. My case has not been approved yet. They're living in Haiti. How long can I wait to sue the government? Because I'm living alone in the U.S. Please tell me what I should do. I'm a citizen.
How long has he been waiting?
May 21st,
of
2019.
You got to wait at least 12 months. So we're
So
still
next
another
year in
5
May.
months before. People are ready to sue already.
Listen, that's good though.
They're ready
At least
to
they
sue.
know about mandamus.
They're ready to sue.
I ain't know about mandamus until I met you.
That's right.
All right, Harper saying, will having a 2-year or 2 violation conviction in New York City for disorderly conduct and harassment prevent a foreign spouse of a U.S. citizen from adjusting status?
What's their conviction?
Just violation.
Violation is not inadmissible.
Disorderly conduct.
They're not inadmissible. You should be able to get a green card. You still have to prove good moral character.
All right. Baby D, 1984, saying, I'm applying for a VAWA. Can I add my mom on the petition?
No.
Cindy saying that it... it's not even a question.
Okay.
All right. Paulette saying, can I travel to the UK for a family member funeral on a green card?
Yes, but you may need a visa for the UK.
Okay. Sexy Shan saying, file VAWA over 8 months now. Do you think that I'll get a work permit?
If you filed an adjustment with it, yes.
Nashika saying, can a 7-year-old file for his wife if he never paid taxes because he was working on his own?
A 7-year-old is married?
70.
Oh, 70-year-old.
Yes.
File for his wife? Yes, a 70-year-old can file for his wife.
He never paid taxes because he's working on his own. How can he pay taxes if he is self-employed? He goes around and fixes cars.
You file as an independent contractor,
yeah,
like
you
most
still,
other people.
Yeah, because that's me.
What you do.
Yeah.
Right.
You actually, it sucks because, you'll never get taxes taken out of your checks, but you actually still have to file taxes as an independent contractor.
Damn. That's
a damn. Because I'd rather take it out my check now so I know that I ain't got it.
Right. That's a damn.
Because my bank account be looking real good.
That way you don't spend it.
Right. Sheesh.
Damn.
So what do they do?
File back taxes.
For what? He's 70 years old. 70.
For the last 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
As many years as you can go back. 5 years.
Sheesh, that's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, but you can.
Ooh, come to see Carmela.
Right.
Carmela will hook you up.
You are right. She hooks you up.
She hooks you up because there was a case where I don't want to be. I don't know the exact number, but I know that there was a case she just recently did where he had to pay almost $100,000 with taxes, from years back, and she got it to $800 if that, and he was crying.
Wow.
So hit up Cordella.
Not Cordella.
Carmela. Look, Cordella done hit me up today. She was like, yo.
Right.
So hit up Carmela.
Cordella's the one who yells at me when I don't shave and wants to shave me with a broken glass bottle, right?
Right. All right, Catherine saying, hello, Brad. How long after submitting all documents and affidavit of support should a spouse get an interview for F2A category?
After you submit what?
After you submit all documents and affidavit of support, should a spouse get an interview for F2A category?
If you filed an adjustment or for a visa appointment in another country?
How long after submitting all documents?
I don't know where you are. If it's in another country and everything is submitted at the National Visa Center and your priority date is current, they should transfer the file to the country where you are, and you should get it in about 12 weeks.
All right. Simone saying USCIS wrote me to do my medical, but they said don't send it in. Do you think the interview date is coming soon?
Yes.
Olowabusola Ross saying, can an old passport with former name but still valid used for travel after change in status and name?
What?
So I guess that they have an old passport that's still valid, but they have their old name, old status and name, I guess before they got married. Can they still use that to travel?
Travel with your marriage certificate then.
Cool.
To show the new name.
Okay. Kayla saying, is it possible for my cousin to join her husband if the embassy has a 212A6CI against her married to a U.S. citizen?
Well, the embassy is inadmissible for some reason. I don't know every section of law off the top of my head.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But they definitely need a lawyer.
Okay. I was trying to look for it. You want me to see what it is real quick?
Sure.
Maybe waivers for fraud or willful misrepresentation.
So it's a fraud. They obviously lied somewhere.
Yes. So
they need a waiver.
They need a waiver. Okay. Got me doing research. All right. DJ Voltage saying, I have a question. I did consultation with you, but I have a VAWA to file with you. Do I sign any divorce papers she gave to me? And I want to leave to my mom in Florida. Should I go?
As long as you file a VAWA within 2 years of a divorce, it's fine. Go to mama.
Go to mama. That was a big question right there. Go to mama.
Yes.
All right. Classic World saying, N400, if my travel dates are more than the box provide, do I need to add paper or use an extra page from the website?
Extra paper.
Extra paper. Layla saying, I'm 62, working 3 days a week. I applied for my child under 21. I've been here less than 2 years. I've been working for only 5 months now, and my son's I-130 approved. Can my daughter sponsor my son?
You can get a second affidavit of support, yeah.
All right. Katie saying, after the U.S. Immigration sent a letter saying they received the application, how long before you get a letter saying your application is approved or denied? How long after the date they received the application for processing? Yep. You could tell she was a new one.
Magic 8 Ball. There's some sort of application. We don't know anything about it. We don't know who's sponsored. We don't know what form she filed. We don't know where she filed. She just wants to know when she's going to get an approval. When will this happen, that Magic 8 Ball?
Or will it happen?
You may rely on it, it says.
Okay.
I just read what the Magic 8 Ball says. So Magic 8 Ball says eventually you're going to get something.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully. John D. saying, we received the RFE for my wife's dependent for a birth certificate on October 28th. USCIS received reply November 7th today. Today we got another case status notification saying another RFE. Got any idea what this could be?
I don't know. We got to wait for the RFE to be delivered and find out what they're asking.
Tamika Nelson saying after the I-130, look, I just went in.
Can you tell me what immigration's writing me in the mail, even though I haven't received the mail yet? Can you read what would be in that letter?
You know what I want? Like with that little clip, just you. Like anytime that happens, I want the camera to just go in and out and like it being all like hazy and stuff.
How would I know what immigration's writing to you?
All right, Tamika Nelson saying after the I-130, what's next? About how will I hear anything more from USCIS? Papers went in October 3rd.
Well, if you filed an I-130 for your spouse and it's approved, then it gets sent to the National Visa Center. They should send you notices for who's your agent and choice of agent, and then fee bills for green cards.
Okay, Simply D saying, how long does divorce take if living in Massachusetts?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's... Donay Gray saying, what documents do you normally need to bring to your citizenship interview?
Proof that you've been in the United States for 30 out of the last 60 months, which is your passport. Proof you've paid taxes for the last 5 years, and if you're basing it on 3 years of a marriage, proof of the bona fides of your marriage. If you have any criminal arrest records, you got to bring those too.
Aaron saying, if the visa bulletin is current on F2A, do I still have to wait until my priority date to be current? It's June 13th, 2018.
If it's current, that means every priority date is current.
Monica Law saying, my friend's married to a veteran who's on child support and collects. That one was all messed up, so I'm gonna skip it. You know it. Listen, when you know your message is messed up, don't send that because I can't read it. It's literally like, look at that.
What does it say?
It doesn't even. It's not even finished.
It says,
like you messed that up.
Support. Who is a child support and collect the thing? It says who can collect the child support thing.
That's not what it says.
That's what it says.
My friend married to a veteran who is on. I think that's on.
And collect the thing. Leting. Leting. Isn't that leting?
Monica Laws, send it again. Nashika saying, we already asked that.
By the way, Marge Higgs, you better read her email soon.
Me?
Yeah, she says you're out of the will if you don't read your question.
Oh.
Jessica Levy wants to know where's her question.
You know what, y'all?
You know what? Just keep going.
Let me see.
Just keep going.
I don't see it.
Just keep going.
All right. I'm trying to go. There's a lot of doubles in here. 29 Super C. What is required for a successful? First of all, am I in your will? What I get?
Don't be saying that because you may have an untimely death very soon. You're the one wants that money.
No, absolutely. 29 Super C say, what's required for a successful L1A visa application from the employers, immigration lawyers, and by the beneficiary?
What do you need? You need to show that you worked for that company 1 out of 3 years in another country, and that you're coming to work here as an executive or manager, and you have that job description in the other company, and you have that experience, and you have the education requirements to do it here, and then they have the job available for you here, and they can afford to pay your salary.
All right.
Oh, most important thing.
Go ahead.
That the companies are 50% owned, the foreign companies 50% owned at least by the American company, or the same owners are at least 50%.
Okay. I'm trying to look for their thing. I can't find it.
Do your best.
Sharon Small saying, as a citizen of the United States, I would like to know if I apply for disability tempered, its ability and petition for my kids. Is this a problem?
What?
As a U.S. citizen, would like to know if I applied for disability, tempered its ability, and petition for my kids.
Temporary disability is not a problem for immigration because that's not a need-based program.
Okay. Simone saying, my husband did not work for 2019. Will I need a new affidavit of support?
Yes.
Tasia saying, my friend got a letter to appear after his AOS was denied without an interview or work permit. Likewise, his spouse I-130 petition. It's a marriage of almost 3 years, bearing 2 kids. When he refiles, should he submit only the I-130 or can he refile concurrently of the I-130, I-485 and work permit? All right, Nadine saying, how long does it take to get a green card holder to find or to file for a husband if he overstayed his visiting visa?
How long does it take to get a green card holder to file for a husband?
Yeah.
They got to have a conversation. Say, honey, can you file for me? If you're asking how long is the case going to take?
Maybe that's what they're asking.
At least a year and a half, 2 years, maybe longer.
All right. Precious saying, I'm going to marry a U.S. citizen. My mom was taking care of my sister, 2 children, 15 and 10 years old now. She passed away. Am I able to adopt them?
Where are they? Is she a citizen?
She's going to marry a U.S. citizen.
No, the U.S. citizen has to adopt.
The U.S. citizen.
But once they can jointly adopt.
Mm-hmm.
But to get the kids here, one of them has to be a U.S. citizen.
Got you. She loves saying, I'm going to marry. That's another same one. Chief saying, my current EAD card will be expired on January 2020, and I filed for extension with another one of the new EAD card. How long does it take the processing time, or will my I-485 form approve?
I don't know whether your I-485 form will approve, but it takes about 180 days for a new work permit.
Jessica Leamy saying, latest on DACA.
There was a Supreme Court case yesterday, and the Supreme Court will make a final decision this June.
There we go. That's it.
That's it. So meanwhile, our co-host here, Vanessa Contreras, we sent her out to the World's Fair at Citi Field in Queens this summer. The fair celebrated New York City's diversity by uniting over 100 cultures through food, drink, music, and dance, and paid tribute to the Great World's Fair of 1964. Let's watch.
Hey Brad Squad, I'm Vanessa Contreras, a new face to the Brad Show Live, and I'm thrilled to be a part of this special show. Today we're here at the World's Fair, F-A-R-E, at Citi Field in Queens, New York. The 1964 World's Fair, F-A-I-R, was held in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, and was themed Peace Through Understanding. Millions of people attended the fair to explore the countries that were represented from around the world. Today, this iconic fair is being reimagined for the second year in a row by Schneps Media to celebrate New York City's diversity through international cuisine, beer, music, dance, and more. Before we go in, I want to give you guys a little background about myself. I am an American citizen, but I was born in the Dominican Republic. I moved to the U.S. when I was 4 years old with my parents and older sibling. Although my father didn't come from very much, he had big dreams for himself and his family. We do go back to the Dominican Republic every year to stay close to our family and our culture. So without further ado, let's go check out the World Fair. I'm here with Deepta, owner of Fiza NYC, and she has beautiful jewelry, which I'm loving. Is this your first time participating in World Fair?
Actually, this is my second time participating in World Fair. Best experience ever you can get with food, merchandise. It's like you have a whole world under one roof.
Yeah.
That's why it's World Fair.
How long have you had Fiza NYC?
5 years. Fiza means weather, so fashion is changing, just like weather. So that's how I named it, Fiza.
All the pieces here are from India, correct?
Everything is from India, including me.
I'm in love with Indian culture, the colors. Can you tell me a little bit about your immigration story?
My immigration story was blind love. I met my husband online. Yeah, they say love at first sight, I say love at first email.
How many years have you been here in the States?
It's been 12 years, happily married, 2 kids.
So many beautiful pieces here. Can you please show me?
These are our special summer spring collections. So we customize these, you know, you're short, you're tall, you're big, it doesn't matter. we'll make it for you. We have our evil eye piece. Each evil eye have a different color on it. That's representing 9 planets. Makali, that's again for protection. Every piece, along with the fashion, it has a story, it has a meaning. America is country full of immigrants, and that's what we are catering to everyone.
So we've taken a quick trip to Egypt, and I'm here with Peter, who is the owner of American Pharaohs. Is this your first time at World Fair?
So this is the first time at the World's Fair, and American Pharaohs came out. We wanted to represent something cultural. So we're Egyptian, and we were born and raised in Cairo. And we came up with the name as a reflection of where we came from.
So I want to hear a little bit more about your family's immigration story.
We came in 2006. We came as a whole family, and I was 14 when I came here, and we were chasing the American dream for a better future.
What are you guys serving here today?
We started with the chicken shawarma, which is a technique that we do like a diced chicken with mixed vegetables on a pita bread, and then we put white sauce on a tahini, and it's the sesame dressing that we're really proud of.
Peter, I can't wait to try one of their falafels.
Absolutely.
So I'm here at Moonman Indonesia with business owner Weni.
Moonman is Indonesian dessert. Me and my cousin Nigel, we dream about street food in Indonesia. We have coconut pancake, pandan steam cake, cassava cake, and we have also ube steam cake and mung bean pudding.
Which one is your favorite?
My favorite is coconut pancake with java palm sugar.
Tell me a little bit about your immigration story and coming to America from Indonesia.
I came here 8 years ago because I'm married with my husband. And my cousin Nigel, he came here because study here, and then he decided to live here.
And how long have you guys been working on Moonman?
3 years.
It looks delicious. I can't wait to try one. First time I try anything from Indonesia. Coconut. Definitely like the coconut. So I'm here at the Vi Girl Liberia tent, super excited with the owner, Gigi. Is this your first time here at World Fair?
Yes, it is.
Tell me a little bit about Vi Girl, what it's all about. The colors are phenomenal.
I work in the beauty industry and the fashion industry, and every time I would go home to Liberia, everyone would say, can you make me a bag? Can you make me a slippers? I decided to do slippers and bags, which is my passion. I love bags. I have hundreds of bags. So I decided, all right, maybe I could turn this into a business about 3-4 years ago. I decided to name it Vi Girl because I'm from the Vi tribe in Liberia. I'm a Vi girl.
Yes. Can you tell me about your immigration story coming from Liberia and now here in the U.S.?
In 1989, there was a civil war. Started in Liberia, and my siblings and I, including my mom, we went to the refugee camp in Sierra Leone, and 2 of my siblings was born here. One filed an affidavit, and we came into the United States as refugees. So this has been our home for the past 25 years.
I saw that the former Queensborough president, Claire Schulman, was buying some pieces.
I did not know that was her title, but I'm happy she bought a dress. She tried it on. She tried 3 pieces.
She looks great in it.
Yeah, she looked fantastic. She said, I'm wearing it to the office tomorrow.
I had the opportunity to catch Carlos, who is the designer of these pieces. How are you inspired? How do you feel that you bring a little bit of yourself to Vi Girl?
I've been designing for about 20 years, and coming from Puerto Rico there's a lot of vibrant colors, the fabric, the women always so fashionable. And hooking up with Gigi and being her business partner, I mean, seeing where she comes from and seeing all the beautiful fabrics that you see around us here, I mean, it was easy to be inspired. We're giving back to the community, and we're giving back to people that work over there, the local artisans, the local leather makers. I feel like we're doing something good.
Okay, Brad Squad, so I'm here with Beatriz from Delicacies Brigadeiros in Brazil. Tell me what the truffles are and how you make them.
You're only gonna have them if you go to a special place. So we want America to know this is a special treat for us, so you feel like you're in a Brazilian home. They're homemade, they're made in small batches with high quality ingredients because it's our pride.
Which flavor is your favorite?
The cheese one, it has my favorite color, which is purple, and it's called carioca because I'm from Rio, and people from Rio call themselves cariocas.
Can you tell me a little bit about your immigration story from Rio to the States?
My family came here because of violence in Brazil, and so we immigrated here, and now I'm a citizen, and for me, this is the American dream. Building a life in a new country that gives you that opportunity.
I can't wait to try one of these, maybe even the cheese that you recommended.
Yes, you want to try now?
Yeah. Amazing. And it's purple. You're onto something here.
It was my grandmother's, and she wanted to pass on the tradition. Even though I'm not in Brazil, we're bringing our family tradition here. Yeah. And now for my children, they're Americans. They're my American dream.
So I'm having a great time at the fair, and I've made some new friends. What's been your favorite part of the fair today?
So there's this restaurant called War. It's Ghanaian food. This is my first time having food from Ghana, so I was happy with my stop.
Me being here trying different type of food, it's like, woo! I feel good, right?
There was an Italian stand that had risotto, fried balls, and I love Italian food, so it just seems like two of the best things put together.
Where you're from?
So our family hails from Haiti, the West Indies. So naturally, we were intrigued because, we're used to our food at home. I think this is a perfect event, especially what's going on right now in our world, being around different people, different foods. What brings people together? Food and love, right?
I hope you ladies enjoy the rest of your day. It's been such a pleasure speaking to you guys. I've had the best time at World's Fair today. We got to experience so much culture and meet so many great people. There was music, fashion, which I love, but nothing like the food that I've gotten to taste today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time, Brad Squad.
All right, Maestro, let's put 1 minute on the clock. We're going to answer 10 questions, Dr. Yo-Yo.
Okay.
And if we get through it, you are Dr. Yo-Yo.
I'm for real, Dr. Yo-Yo.
If we blow the place up, you're baby boy.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Baby boy blows the place up.
Dr. Yo-Yo saves the place.
Dr. Yo-Yo saves the place.
I like that. That actually makes sense.
Maestro.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Do we have, we said how many seconds?
60 seconds.
10 and 60 seconds?
10 and 60 seconds.
Jeez.
You think we can do it?
Well, let's throw that up. Okay. Syed says, does Medicaid or having health care affect naturalization process?
Medicaid does.
Layla,
no, naturalization, no.
Layla says, does public charge apply to sponsored, not the petition, out of country?
It does apply to the person out of the country applying for the green card.
Aomi says, what happens if your work authorization card expires before your green card arrives? Can you still work?
If you've been approved for a green card, you can still work.
Rose says, how long do you need to wait to receive a letter after it says interview was scheduled?
I don't know.
Ken Kibbitt says, where and how do you access prima facie benefits? Any resources?
You can go to anybody who any government assistance that Medicaid, SNAP, anything.
Nathan says, after hardship waiver is approved, do you receive a work permit?
After a hardship waiver is approved, I don't know which hardship waiver you're referring to.
Del Rito says, how long does USCIS take to schedule biometrics?
About a month after you file.
Stephanie says, this is a problem if you file the I-130 if your wife is using a name before marriage.
No.
Jessica Lemi said, latest on DACA.
It's in the Supreme Court.
So what was that?
9.
That was 9? Shit. That one, we did actually pretty good.
Yeah,
that
I thought
one
we were
question,
going to do it. I thought we were going to do it.
That one question tripped you up a little bit.
Which one?
The snap and all that.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, right. Just go on to the end of the show.
Damn. Even the groundhog.
Oh, man.
The groundhog is
coming
showing me
right.
up. Why is that groundhog showing me up, Yo-Yo? What was the last question? Come on, groundhog. Get out of there.
Right.
So, Sam, as part of the production.
No.
So, Sam, as part of the production, we
Sam,
have to
we're not ending it.
Sam is mad. Sam is mad back there.
He's mad because he's never on the show anymore.
Right. All right, last one is Fela says, if a green card is being denied by rejection.
By the way, Margie says it's my fault.
I wasn't going to say it, but I said if I, look, this is
I want you to know something. I'll take the blame. Most of the time it's not me, but I will take the blame this time.
I was going fast.
Most of the time it is not Miss.
Okay, before
most of the time it's not
before
me.
They end the show on us, Fela saying is if the green card is being denied by rejecting divorcee decree issued in my country, is there a way out?
Yeah, we got to find out why they're rejecting it.
Cool.
Because obviously it's not a kosher degree.
Right. All right.
It's probably an African country. A lot of the African countries don't have the decrees are all screwed up.
Yeah.
All right. Comments of the day?
Yeah.
Before Sam closes the show on us?
Shuts it off. Shut it off the lights on us. Oh, you look like me.
Yeah.
All right, I look like you. All right, I'm just going to go into it then.
Go into it.
All right, our first comment of the day comes from Carol Anderson, the Tiger, saying, you guys are the best ever. You bring us the latest news and all the immigration news everyone needs to hear. Thanks, Brad. You're going to get a lot of blessings.
Thank you.
Well, you're going to get the blessings. I'm not. Okay, I guess. All right, our second one comes from Lisa Bling Rose, saying, Uncle Brad, are you going to shave for Thanksgiving?
Maybe.
It's No Shave November, right? Are you doing that?
No.
No?
It was. I was tired this morning. I didn't feel like shaving November.
Okay, that's what it is. I don't feel like shaving November. All right, our third one comes from Kajella McKenzie, saying, I'm ready to change my career and work in immigration at the Brad office in Florida.
All right.
You opening one in Florida?
Not that I know of, but I'm all for it.
Okay. I'm for it too.
Yes.
Miami, preferably.
Yes.
All right, our fourth one comes from Renee Stewart, saying, don't need to go to law school. Think I've learned enough at Brad Bernstein Law School.
That's right.
You have your own law school too.
Excellent point, Yo-Yo.
Yes,
Excellent point.
you. Thank you. You're doing great, by the way.
Thank you very much.
And our last one, this is about Sarah's success story. This is from Lady Leah saying, that's so lovely. She said it right. Spar Bernstein is family.
That's right. We are family. Okay, Sam, I get the hint.
Sam is not here for you today.
Hint. End the show, Sam.
So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it.
The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm, located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?